guys, Bullhorn. I've already left my mom's house, and nobody heard me. Did I go through a dead zone or something? I've been talking here, telling you guys all about my woes, and nobody heard a thing. Am I back? What happened? I don't see anybody moving. Okay, somebody's here. Did I lose? Did I lose people? You here, LOL? Can nobody see me? Can you guys see me now? I can see you. Hi. We see you. Okay. Well, it sounded like nobody saw me. Did I go away for a while? How far did you guys get in my story? Because I was talking the whole time. Now I'm almost back from my mom's house to my best friend's house. I'm like, what happened? Everyone's like, where did she go? I couldn't read the chat. I didn't have my glasses on. And I was at a stop sign. I decided to look and see who all was in the chat. And it was like nobody. And the last thing I saw, does she know she's not alive? Maybe she has to restart her live or something like that. I'm like, restart my live? I've been having a 7-minute conversation with everybody. Where did I have to restart my live? I didn't hear anything. There you go. Well, I guess I hit a dead zone and should have reset my phone. I don't know. That was weird. So you guys didn't hear the whole entire story. Well, then let me pull over because I don't want to get, because I tried to get this to come here to give you guys an update on Mom before anything. So let me go ahead and get turned around here. That's weird. I wonder if I started my live when I was still on Laura's internet. That's interesting. Okay, so let me get pulled over here. I'm only going to take a few minutes because I've been talking to my audience. At least I thought you were there, but apparently you guys were not there. And I forgot to bring a drink. So since I forgot to bring a drink, I'm parched. So I want to get to my mom's house, but I don't want you guys rolling to my mom's house with me. Of course, I hope you guys understand that. That certainly probably makes sense to each of you. Okay. So here's the lowdown. Okay, now that everybody's here and you guys can see me, let me break it down for you. So Mom came home, as you guys know, when I started my live. We went through the live, I think after my mom called at the very beginning of the live to let me know her surgery was done. She was a little groggy, but I told her I had the live to finish and then I would be over. So I get over, I don't know, about 12:30, 1 o'clock. And, I'm starting to get hungry. I know she's probably getting a little hungry, and decided to go and get some groceries and everything like that. And I go out, I make sure that we're going to be eating well. I don't even know if you guys heard that, but we're going to be having chicken. We had rotisserie chicken tonight. I'm going to make chicken noodle soup or chicken soup tomorrow. That'll be fine for, actually, no, I'm not making it tonight. So I'll be making it tomorrow night, chicken soup. We're going to be having chicken sandwiches, fresh grilled chicken sandwiches. I've already got the meat marinating. We're having beef stew this week. So I've already got the beef stew, I got a big piece of red meat, and I just sawed it up and chunked it up, and I've got that seasoned and in a bag. So that's going to be nice and good and tasty and flavorful because it had time to marry all those flavors in there. Mom's doing well. She still has a nerve blocker, so she's literally not feeling any pain. Her entire arm from her shoulder down is completely, utterly numb, which is a good thing, but a bad thing. Like, I'm so freaking nervous she's going to do something crazy, like I don't know, maybe it's just because I worry. Delilah, when she first saw my mom, she went to jump on her. I'm like, ah! I'm like, no! And so Delilah, I don't think she's ever heard me have that voice before. She just stopped dead in her tracks. She kind of looked at me, and then she looked at Mom. And so ever since then, she's just been really, really super, super gentle. And it was really, really cute. But Mom's not feeling any pain right now. We kind of we didn't get into an argument. We kind of, like, my mom's been wanting to do stuff, and I'm like, you need to be in bed, right? So then we get the paperwork. I'll start reading it, and in fact, she's not really supposed to be in bed. The doctor does want her moving around. It'll help prevent blood clots. And so I'm like, and my mom's like, well, I don't need anything. She's like, I don't need to take any pain med till tomorrow. She's like, he told me not to bother taking it until I start feeling tingles in your fingers. I said, what happens if it happens in the middle of the night? So even in the instructions, it says she needs, before she goes to bed, she's got to have her pain medication. So I'm giving her pain medication. That's what I was telling her, the real me too. She's a little stubborn like that. So she's already calling me Nurse Ratchet. So that means I'm doing my job. And it was so funny because this is what upset me. Like, I wanted to take care of my mom, right? So I went out, planned our menu for the week, went out and bought groceries and some other stuff, you know, just because I wanted to kind of do something nice for my mom. When my little sister texted me, I grabbed my phone, which I don't pay attention to my phone because I've been dealing with my mom and getting Delilah situated, getting my room set up at my mom's house, you know, the whole thing today. So I pick up my phone and my mother sent me $100. I want to, like, I want to yell at her, but she just got out of surgery, so I can't yell at her. But I'm going to end up refunding that money because she's my mom and I wanted to take care of her, and she never lets me take care of her, and she never listens to me. Okay? Did any of you guys have that problem with your kids? Because I feel like I'm dealing with a child here. She won't listen. She won't stay in bed. Well, she's not really supposed to be in bed. The doctor says she needs to move around. So I've been making sure she's moving around. And she's supposed to sleep in the recliner, and she doesn't want to sleep in the recliner. She wants to sleep in her bed. And she's being stubborn. I gotta say, she's being stubborn. So we'll work through it. And then while I was at my mom's, my best friend calls, and I don't know if you guys caught this. The reason why I'm in my vehicle is because I'm coming from my best friend's house. I just found out she had oral surgery today too. So now I don't have one sick kid to worry about. I got two. Thank God they're on the same side of town, because I just went over there. I dropped her off some, you know, tea bags. I dropped her off something else to help, you know, because she has oral surgery and she's been bleeding a lot. So she's just in a lot of discomfort. My mom's completely numb. My best friend's in a lot of discomfort. I mean, go figure, right? Go figure. So I'm not going to stay on here too long because I do need to get back to my mom, but I didn't want to, I mean, you guys, once I'm in the house, that's fine, but I don't want you guys seeing where I'm going in the neighborhood. And, you know, we have stalkers and shit, and my mom just had surgery. So I'm not trying to deal with some stalker BS. You know, I don't think I have the patience. Like, somebody come monkey effing around, you know, we gonna have some problems. That's all I'm gonna say. We're gonna have some major problems. So that's kind of why I'm here. But we should have a normal, I brought my second screen. I've got my computer. I just got to figure out where I'm gonna set up tomorrow. We will run through OBS. Potentially. I don't think my mom's internet's gonna have what I need to push OBS. I think we're gonna have to do something like this. She's got, you know, she doesn't have content creator speed internet in her house. Okay, that's only at my house. So I think we're just going to do like something like this tomorrow. I'll have my computer, I'll have a second screen, so we'll be able to watch everything I want to watch, but maybe we'll just have a conversation about what's going on in the cases. I know that there was an arraignment today with the Haro parents. It's still my understanding Emmanuel still hasn't been found. And I will be getting up to snuff on all of that. It sounds like there's a lot going on right now with Sebastian Rogers' case that's kind of, you know, starting to get some interest, and it really is, about some of the dirty secrets that's going on in that county that have been kind of, you know, brushed up under the rug. And it's pretty overwhelming what we're seeing behind the scenes that are going on in that county. And I don't know. I don't know how I'm feeling about this community. It's just weird because I really truly don't think people living in Sumner County knows about these things. I really don't. I think that media there has really done a disservice to this community. I really think that the media out there has done a disservice to this community. But I did want to come and give you guys an update on what's going on with Mom. she's fine. I mean, she truly is fine. And I'm what's making me the most nervous is because of the lack of pain she has, which I know is associated with that nerve blocker. But my concern is that when the pain hits, it's really going to hit. And that's really what I'm just that's the only thing that's really on my mind right now, is I'm just trying to make sure that she's going to be comfortable when the uncomfortability starts setting in, you know, and it hasn't started setting in yet. So I'm very thankful, but I thought enough to get her some solid food while she wasn't feeling anything. You know, come tomorrow, we might, you know, I don't know how bad the pain's going to be, if she's going to have an upset stomach, if she's not going to want to eat, you know, at that point, that's when I need to figure out, you know, probably start making that broth soup, so she can get some nutrients and stuff like that. But right now she ain't feeling shit. You know, she's just normal old mom, right? She's just it just is, I'm just kind of, you know, she got a huge old suture, you know, like I haven't seen it yet because it's behind this big band, but it's just, you can see, like, they look like they took a dagger, you know, like when they gave her local, that thing's like that hole's like this big on the side of her, you know, right here, you can see it. So we have to monitor that, because if it starts getting swollen or anything, it's in the paperwork that we need any tenderness or redness or anything like that from where they put the local in her. I couldn't believe how big that freaking needle hole is on the side of her. Holy smokies. But you know, nothing, I looked at it, everything looks really good. My mom said she bleached the house 5 times, which I'm sure she said 5 times. That means she bleached it 10 times, before, you know, this. So everything's sanitized in the house. Her suture, is going, the stuff that they've got her, that they put over the suture right now stays on her until she goes back to the doctor. I believe on the 15th, I think, is when she goes to the doctor, her first post-op visit. And I think that's when they change her stuff around. And after, I didn't realize this, after 3 days, they want her to start doing some, you know, some movement. So I thought they were going to want her to, you know, stay mobile, but no, it's not like that at all. We need to get her walking, and as soon as she can start trying to move some, you know, just not letting it get too stiff. So after 72 hours, she's got to start trying to, you know, move her arm ever so slightly. So we got a little bit of a, you know, a road ahead of us, but I think she's doing really good. So I know you guys will be very, very, very happy to hear that. So Mama Bullhorn's doing well. If you guys are just coming in and wanting to know what I'm talking about, I'm heading back to my mom's. I've just found out my best friend had oral surgery, and so I just went over to see my best friend from my mom's house. The good news is both of them are on the same side of the road. They're the same side of the, you know, because I'm 20 minutes away from both my mom and my best friend, and they're like 10 minutes away. Tell me that guy's walking a dog. Okay, good, with a kid. Sorry, somebody was walking over here. I'm ultra, you know, curious about people, especially when they're walking up, but they weren't walking this way. I mean, they were walking this way, but they turned that way. So that's where I'm at right now. I'll let you guys know tomorrow. I don't know what time I'm going to do a live. I think by 10 we should be, I'll already have the live started by 10. But we might be outside just to let my mom sleep in. I don't know how bad tonight's going to be. I guess only time will tell. So I'll give you guys a better update tomorrow. And I love you guys. Thank you guys for keeping my mom in your prayers and everything like that. But she's doing really good, and I'm really pleased. I don't see any swelling whatsoever in her shoulder. So she also had a different type of surgery. It's a full, because it is a full replacement. But my mom's allergic to nickels, so they couldn't do a normal shoulder replacement. They did what is known as a reverse shoulder replacement. Never heard of that before. And it's where the replacement is done higher up on the arm. And I didn't realize this either, but the normal replacement, you don't really have full range of motion. And she's gonna have damn near full range of motion after her therapy with this one. So if you guys are, you know, going in for, I didn't know that, There's a lot of stuff I don't know. And so maybe talk to your doctors if you have to have, shoulder replacement. Talk to them about that reverse option. I didn't even know there was such a thing. But she said it's supposed to be where she has a lot more range of motion than she would with the standard operation. So just something to think about if anybody else is, having that kind of situation. So, or that kind of ailment. So anyways, I gotta get back to Mama. I just wanted to go see my best friend because I felt so horrible because I was so worried about my mom. I didn't realize when Laura was telling me that she was going in for her oral surgery that it was, she kept saying Wednesday or whatever. Oh, thank you. Sorry. She was saying Wednesday and Mom was telling me the day, so I was looking at the date for my mom, not the day of the week that my best friend said, and I got two family members down on the same day. It's just weird. All right, guys, I gotta run. I love you guys. Have a great night. It kind of got dark on me quick here, but I need to get back home to my mom. I love you guys. Take care.